Day two, well, day three technically, but first day of work. So up nice and early. Bogdan's gone because he was in work at 7 a.m. this morning. But just made some breakfast, so I have some porridge here and some tea. And I have to head to work in about 15 minutes, so I gotta kind of get a move on. But yeah. First day at work, I'm here on the saluting battery in Malta. Behind me, that's just a nice balcony over the side, and we've got cannons over here as well. And there's cannons behind me as well, as you can see. Yeah, first day's been good. I'm on my break right now, but I'll go through a bit of the skills and everything I learned today later on when I get back to the apartment. It's really sunny here right now, and the canteen's really small, so I'm not going to go in there and disturb everybody. But it's been pretty cool. I've got to learn a lot of history about Malta already, and just how to present stuff to everybody. So we've got more cannons in here behind me. And then in this room over here, we have some of the cleaning kit, the sidearms. So I'm not sure if it's going to show up on video, but we've got the sidearms in here. That's not a real person back there if you saw it, man. And then underneath is like the war rooms, and there's a museum as well of loads of guns and stuff. So I got to go see that. It's all connected, it's all part of like a foundation, like a charity foundation, so it's really cool. And they did a gunfire. I didn't get a recording of that, but they shot those two cannons with the gold thing on them, this one and this one. They shot them off, and there was a big crowd here for that. They fire them off at 12 and 4 every day. So yeah, it's been pretty good so far. I'll go more details later of what I've been doing, but that's it for now. So right now, just the end of my break, I'm going down to the war rooms now, because I was up on the saluting battery for first half of my shift. I'm going down here for about 40 minutes. I'm just trying to find my way right now. I think it's down there. Oh, I nearly slipped and fell. That's a good start. Going down the steps now. Absolutely beautiful here. Like, the architecture in Malta is just unreal. They're going to give me a uniform, I think today, get me fitted for uniform, and I'll probably get uniform later in the week. But I was right, they are wearing like soldier uniforms, but it'll be cool. I think it's just like any old war uniform. So just coming out of the war rooms now. It was cool. I had about 40 minutes in there, so it was a little bit rushed getting through it because there's quite a lot to it. But it was nice to read a bit more about the history of Malta and just about the war here. Learn a lot of facts, like the fact that it was the most bombed country for a long time. It was only bet by Laos recently, but yeah, it was really interesting. And I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to go in there to work as well as on top of the saluting battery, but hopefully it'd be nice to have a bit of variety over the next 3 weeks.
Okay, the gunpowder is back in the gunpowder store, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to move around. If you'd like the saluting battery tour, please, just on the left side of the saluting battery, there will be a table which our gunner.
So, just finished first day at work. On my way now to, well, I'm eating a snack and breakfast biscuit because I'm starving, but I'm on my way to find a gym. Hopefully they allow me to do like a 1 month membership. I don't think I have to buy like a year, I hope, but that's the plan. go to gym for an hour or two, and then go back to the apartment, cook some dinner, and then I'll make a little video about how the first day went and all the skills and stuff. So. Just did a nice leg and ab day today. It was tough because I don't have much energy or motivation, but now I'm just walking down to meet Bogdan, Ross, Ryan, and I think Henry's there as well. They're in some little bar at the moment.
Guess what the lads just stood there, dropping a plate on the floor.
It was him. It was Henry. It was Henry.
Henry, what's going on, man? This girl's just screaming, look at her.
Okay, so I'm back in my room after the day. You've probably seen we had a bit of food and stuff like that. So I'm just going to talk a bit about my day of work. So, yeah, got there 9:30, so I got there on time. The buses were very delayed, but we made it. And so I went in and everybody was there. All the staff were already dressed up in like their soldier uniforms. So when I went in the gate, they obviously knew I was coming because they all greeted me. They all said hello, welcome. And then I went in and met the boss, who I did meet briefly yesterday. His name is Cleven. So he just gave me a brief introduction to people, and then I went into the canteen, met people in there, and then I went out. Now it was a bit of a free-for-all in like what I had to do. I wasn't really told, so I was kind of just wandering around for a while. I got talking to some of the other staff, and one of them was showing me I had to set up like this table that sits out on the battery, the firing battery, and it's like loads of equipment that's used, or was used, sorry, in the cannons. Some still used. So you had like the cannonballs, obviously, had a linstock, which is like this thing for helping to light the cannon. You had there was lots of other things. There was still a bag for holding gunpowder, then there was gunpowder, and then there was all the ingredients for gunpowder. Then there was lots of other things like uniform cleaning kit, and yeah, there was just lots of stuff on table. So basically, they basically explained like all that to me, what it's called, what it's for, and then obviously when tourists come over, when we opened up, people would ask about it, and it's also shown like a demonstration is given on the tour of like how the cannon is fired, so that was there as well. So I learned all about that. And then yeah, I kind of just walked around and tried to shadow people. Some jobs I was given, so I had to tell a woman to stand off the fence when we were firing the cannon, because it's literally like there's a nice view of Valletta, but it's literally like cliff edge almost. So if you fell off there, yeah, well, it wouldn't go so well. So did that, and I also was just kind of helping set up the what do you call it, the safety lines for when we were doing the cannon firing. So the cannons were fired at 12 and 4. Now I obviously didn't get to do it today because it's my first day, but I did learn like the marching steps and stuff towards the cannon, how you do that properly in like a soldier form. And I also learned some other drills that they do. So basically my job is to, you know, interact with tourists and to act like a soldier, both. So I did get my uniform today, well, half of it. So I'll try to get a video of that at some point. But yeah, it's interesting, and the people there are nice. There's an English guy, and then there's obviously a few Maltese staff, and then there's some other intern from Germany. So he's 17, he's been there for a week. So he was showing me some of the stuff he's been doing. He's on Erasmus as well, so he's only there for 3 weeks. But he seems chill, all the staff seem chill and nice and easy to talk to. Yeah, so I also got then on my break, I got to go down to visit the war rooms, which is where I thought I was working in the first place, but it's all like, there's like 8 museums or something that are part of the charity that I'm working for. So we have the battery there, which is where I was today, and then they also have upstairs, they have the Time War Museum. I did get like a mini tour of that because I went on a tour with one of the other staff. It's a 30-minute tour of the is it called the Gun Time Museum or something like that? Anyway, that museum, I got a quick tour of that. Well, quick, I mean, I acted like a tourist and went on the tour just so I could learn a bit about, I don't know if I'm going to have to do that or what, but it was interesting. And then I went down later on after my break. We got 30-minute breaks, that was nice. And then he also gave me time to go down to the war rooms, as I said. So they didn't introduce me to anything. They just said that I'm free to walk through the museum, so I did. I walked through the museum, took a few videos, which you probably seen earlier. Actually, I think I recorded some of it. Yeah, so that was interesting, just to learn more about Malta's history and stuff. And then, what else did I do today? Fuck. So overall, the day went pretty good. I'm working from tomorrow. I'm working from 9 to half 4. It was 9:30 to 5 today, but I finished at half 4. So he said to change my hours, so that's okay. So yeah, it was a little bit like disorganized, I'll be honest, and it wasn't boring, but there wasn't a lot of stuff to do other than at 12 and 4, which seemed to be when the busiest periods was when we were firing the cannons, is when it got busy with people. Between that, it's kind of just wandering around and watching the few tourists that come in, because we have the gardens right above the saluting battery, so most people go there because it's free, and they can also see the cannon firing from there. So yeah, but it was interesting, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'm looking forward to kind of interacting with tourists more. I think once I had the full uniform on, people will know that I'm working there, because for the first half of the day today, I was just wearing white shirt, black trousers, so many people didn't come up to me because they obviously didn't know I was working there. And I think as the week will go on, obviously I'm going to learn more about the place, about the tourism industry in Malta, about the history of Malta, everything. So I'm definitely excited. I am excited, even though I probably don't seem it right now, but I am. I'm just tired. But it was a good first day. I'm looking forward to learning new stuff tomorrow. There was not really any challenges today, other than trying to deal with the times that we didn't have anything to do. I kind of just tried to go to other people and help them do their job, or talk to them about the job and about Malta in general. Yeah, it's obviously I got a lot of new skills today already. Like I've learned all about I've learned so much history of Malta already, like that I would have never even thought of looking into. Malta wouldn't have been on my bucket list countries, but it's really pretty here. Like it's really nice, and there's so much history to the country, and I never would have known that if I didn't come here. So I'm happy I did. Happy I got Malta on my Erasmus. So I learned all about a lot of the wars. I've learned about a cannon, how a cannon fires. I didn't know that beforehand. Obviously improving my communication skills and my team working skills too. And customer service and interaction. It's obviously going to be a big part of the job, and managing crowds. So that's joins into event management in a little way, and obviously just general info on tourist attractions and how to involve customers. I know my boss was saying this, that it's a big part. It's not just a museum. People don't come in and just look around. Like a big part of it is to interact with the customers. And when you have kids come up to the table and they want to hold the cannonball, like the little cannonball, you're like, okay, hold it, just be careful, it's very heavy, and make it fun for them as well. Be like, okay, this is how the cannon works, and you got to make sure you don't, light your hand on fire, and it's like stuff like this. So just make it like fun and interactive for them, which was interesting. It was different than a lot of museums you'd see in Ireland. There's not much like cultural differences in the workplace. Everybody seems very friendly. Obviously it's very warm. It's very warm, and it was very sunny, and it was kind of hard to see because the ground was white, so it was reflecting, so I felt like I was constantly squinting my eyes, which is something I'm going to have to get used to. But yeah, it was nice. I got a nice introduction, and yeah. So you've seen our cooking skills earlier. This is Ross and Ryan's cooking skills right here. A nice little
That was Ross, man. That was
nice little burnt pasta.
Ross, man.
Good lads, good lads. So it's day 3 now, my second day of work. So I finished work a couple hours ago now. I went to the gym, which is just on that street behind me, and now I'm just walking around for a little bit. There's not much open, you see, by the time my work closes at 4. So we've got St. John's Cathedral behind me, which you probably just saw a better video of. And yeah, I'm just walking around. I'm going to meet Bogdan and Ryan and Ross soon, hopefully, and Henry probably. And yeah, just going to wander around, I think, because we're meeting Ross and Gabriel and all the rest of the group at 8 o'clock for dinner. because they have a budget at the college to bring us out for food. So we're gonna all meet and have a bit of food, and then I'll probably hang around Valletta for a little bit, see what the guys are doing. I'm in at 9 every morning, so I need to be up around 7. So I'm not going to stay out too late unless Saturday night, because Saturday night we are off on Sunday. So we'll see then. But yeah, I'll probably explore the city at night because I haven't got a chance to do that yet. I've been going back to the apartment quite early every day. So we got the traditional, I think it's pasticci, right? I don't know,
I've never
something
tried
like
this
that.
before, so.
This one has chicken and mushroom. There was one with ricotta and one with peas, but I think this sounds the best. So give it a try, boys. You can get them for like 50 salad. They're 95% in there. What do we think?
They're sweet, but then they go salty or sour. I know salty, sour. I don't know. Is it sour?
Sweet and salty and sour all at once.
No, it goes sweet at the start, doesn't it?
They're kind of sweet.
And then
Okay, I'm gonna give it a go. Hold that for a sec. Just hold it like that. It's okay. All right. Give it a try.
Can't really taste the mushroom though.
There's no sweetness, man. What are you talking about?
The pastry's kind of sweet.
it is. And then it goes.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, you're right. It's kind of reminds me of like the chicken and mushroom vol au vents, but
Or like a chicken pie.
chicken pie. They are good. I'm not gonna lie, but very greasy. You wouldn't eat them all the time. So. Alright, try and rabbit. First time.
The vlog quality is insane.
Really good. Really good. Like solid, like 9 out of 10. Good morning, day 3 of work, day 4 of Malta. Right now I'm in the upper Baraka Gardens. We're just right above our work. So I'll show you from here. Oh, it's a bit windy. Oh, we can hear. Okay, wait, I'm gonna go this way. So we went out last night, me, Henry, Bogdan. And yeah, it was really good. The nightlife here is really good. I enjoyed it a lot. And I'm early, a little bit early for work this morning. And we've got battle max today, we've got laser tag, so that should be really fun. So I have to leave work a little bit early to get to that. And we went out for dinner yesterday, tried rabbits for the first time. It's really good. I'm surprised. It's kind of better than I thought it would be. It kind of tastes like pork ribs a little bit, mixed between that and like duck and like chicken. I don't know. I'll talk a little bit about work yesterday and what was different on the second day. So yesterday I got a full uniform, so the first day I got half uniform, so I gotta still polish that up today because I didn't get a chance to do that yet. And we did like a gun drill as well, which was interesting. So it's basically like Soldier's March but with a rifle. It was a lot harder than the original one, but it was good. And yesterday Gabriel and Ross came to visit me. I followed around one of the tours of the saluting battery just to see how it was done. I also helped set up the safety lines for the cannon firing, and then the rest of the day I just kind of helped out other people around the place. So we'll see what I get up to today, but that was yesterday. Learning more about the history of Malta each day, and learning more about how they run the kind of tourist attractions here. It's very interesting. Hey everyone, so I said I'd do a quick update because I'm waiting on the bus right now. The buses seem to be very delayed here in Malta all the time, so I don't know when my bus is going to come. There's 4 different ones I can get, so not too bad. We'll just finish work up a bit early. As I said, we have the Battle Max laser tag later, so I gotta go back to the apartment because they're picking us up there. So work today was actually better, to be honest. I first had to like do it with my full uniform, so I had to like polish the buttons on it and fix up my belt, fix up my helmet. There's a lot of parts that were just broken because they were in store, and obviously they were uniforms that were just spare and didn't have buttons on them or anything. So I had to do all that. So I learned how to sew today, which is not something I thought I'd be learning in my work over here, but I'm happy. I never sewed anything before, so sewing on buttons it's definitely a useful skill to have. And today we went through the cannon firing drill. So I learned how to do the march up, which I knew a bit of before the foot drill, but then I learned how to actually, you know, empty the cannon, check the cannon, and fire the cannon. So hopefully I'll be doing that next week, or by my final week I'm going to be firing out the cannon in front of everybody. So we're at Battlemax.
Hello.
Just lost our first game.
What's going on? I don't know.
I don't understand. It's cool though. We're in like it's in like an old prison, which is kind of cool.
You got the better side. You got the better
Some of our
side.
team. We've already lost, so it's really fun so far. A lot of running. Am I right? Good though.
What a win, man.
It's good fun. So we'll get next round, I'm sure. So we'll see. Okay.
We won.
Round 2, we lost.
We got a flag though.
We lost.
We should protect that flag.
What do you think? Why did we lose?
What did you do?
It's your fault.
You say 4 kills. What? You said you had 4 kills.
I did. Am I wrong?
What's up the flags then?
Okay. Anyway,
You failed.
I was up there shooting straight down, and we still managed to lose against this team. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know how many more rounds we have. Okay, we got the next round. Okay.
No, this one's higher. This is higher.
We got it. Third round.
Let's go.
We won.
We can finish on a 2-2.
So we get this last round.
We
Yeah.
killed Gabriel so many times.
It's all that matters.
That's
Right,
the
last
only
round we got this. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. 100%.
Let's go.
100%.
Let's pump.
Fourth round, we won it again. Let's go. Easy win. So it's 2-2 right now.
That wasn't easy. That was
Shut up, man. Yeah, we won. So it's 2-2.
2-2.
Team deathmatch to decide who wins. I think so. Yeah. So.
I think they might just top.
So update to the vlog. Whole apartment's the entire apartment's power's gone right now.
Will I rant to your fucking vlog?
You're in the vlog.
Shithole of
Sign
a
on.
fucking apartment is a fucking joke. I swear to God, we've both got fucking mold poisoning from the fact that there's no fucking dehumidifiers in this country. So fucking you, honestly, I love Malta. Nothing against the country, just against this fucking apartment.
Yeah,
I'm
fact.
beef with the fucking apartment.
So
Put that
yeah,
out of the vlog.
basically, yeah, power's just gone. It went twice in our apartments. We thought it was caused by the shower. Now the whole building's gone. So no food, no shower, no way to charge our phone. Good day, right?
Nope.
Alright, update on the power situation. Still no power. Bogdan's here, Henry's here, Millie's here. He's eating cereal for dinner. I'm eating some cooked and uncooked vegetables in a bowl with some ketchup and some chicken that was left out for like 3 hours, covered in chili and honey. So, going pretty well. That's going to be end of vlog 2. What a great way to end it. So we'll see what happens the next few days. Hopefully we'll have power back by tomorrow. Peace out.